So we're getting low on machine parts as well. Three machine part production, 2.7 maintenance. Yikes. Colonists do love the gardens, so try to have some in every dome. Yeah, I think that's where they go for a bit of recreation, isn't it? We'll take them off night shift and put them on a shift there. Then they don't have to work through the night. Because they don't like working through the night, apparently. So better to have 2-day shifts than like 3 day and 1 night. Better have 4 shifts in the day. Eight metal. Right, okay. Payload, nothing. Can I just ask, why is he flying around with nothing? He's just practicing ILS approaches or something. $300 ostriches. $12 oxygen, 9 demand. Water production 10, demand 11. Not good. Once this runs out, everybody's gonna die. I'm not joking. Hey, Chris. You think wedges is very difficult to fit in enough service to keep them satisfied without superior housing? Yeah, you might be right. I think you can keep them. You can keep them okay. That's probably the best you can get. But, you know, they are restricted. I think you can do something like this. An apartment block, something of some significance, and then the rest is going to be recreation and shopping and stuff. I think that's the best you can get out of a wedgie. Yeah, the trouble is the next water spot is like miles away. Like, this is the one we're tapping, and the next one is here. There's one up there. 2 up here. But, you know, we have got shuttles, so we can... Actually, we don't need shuttles for water. So we could just go and tap it directly, couldn't we? In fact, I think all we need to do that is a commander, if I'm correct. Hey, Blue Army. Because I've got that pipe and electricity research that lets you construct without materials, it means all I need is a commander in range. I can just drop all the stuff. I'm fine, thank you, sir. How are you? The problem will be getting it maintenance. I don't know. If we have a water extractor up here, will the shuttles maintain it in some way? I also want to get that. Deep rare metals. Not exploitable with our current technology. That's not much there. 549. How do I get deep rare metals then? I presume that's an engineering thing. I don't know what technology I need. You need a drone hub or drone commander to maintain it. That's going to be annoying. Ah, the shuttles can bring the materials over, can't they? I don't think it's a drill. I think it must be a tech upgrade we need. Engineering deep scans are pretty expensive.
Welcome back, Nutter.
I thought I unlocked something to do with deep scan. Uncovers extremely rich underground deposits. That's what I unlocked, but that doesn't let you exploit it. Blackmox, 66 months, welcome back. Glad to have a free day to catch up on the stream. Thanks for everything. Thank you for your support, Blackmox. I hope you're well, sir. Thank you. Taipan, 21 months, purple button. Revons, welcome back. Dave, 1562, 44 months. You need the other tech to actually exploit them. Which one? Wait, you need the other... Yeah, but what's the tech called? No. Deep metal water extraction. You can use the underground tunnels to link to life support networks without pipe, buildings or wires all the way. This one. Yeah, that takes a lot of machine parts though. Like the concrete and the metal I'm happy with. The machine parts, I'm not happy with that. Yeah, I know. It's really annoying signal range, actually. Thanks. Cup of tea. Cup of tea, some Pringles. You know. Wait, what new car did you get, Blue Army? Does it go faster than your little buggy? It's in physics. Ah, okay. So I don't have access to it yet. So I need to research some physics. Yikes. We'll leave that. She's feeling better, Taipan. She's still not 100%, but she's definitely better. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some of the cheaper physics in a second. I'd like to get this, to be honest. I take it if you salvage a drone hub, you don't get back the materials to make another drone hub. Medium dome would be nice, yeah. Something like that.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
We might have a food problem, I don't know. $26 food per day, per soul. Which means you've got just over 3 souls worth left. And this thing's got nearly 5 to 6 souls. Whoops. Oof. That's 3 souls and a bit. That's going to be cutting it pretty fine. Some of this water looks a lot further away than I remember. Yeah, without that tech upgrade, I'd also have to bring materials on the way. That's nearly full. Eight homeless people in here. What? Why can't they go live there? I don't understand why the game has 8 homeless people in this dome when they could easily just go there and live in a home. Like, I don't get it. How do we like deal with that problem? Yeah, they're basically, for whatever reason, they've decided. He lives in an apartment. He's homeless. He works at the grocer, but he's homeless. Are they employed in the wrong dome? I don't know. See what that does? I think what's happening is this. If one of the Martians decides he's going to work in that grocer, he won't live in this apartment and walk to work. What he'll do is he'll try and get an apartment here, and if he can't find one, he'll be homeless. Which to me is just, it's like, it's utterly bizarre. Like, how can that be a problem to walk from there to work? I don't get it. Why would you rather sleep with, you know, not in an apartment instead of walking from that one? But the dome is directly connected, you can see. This passageway allows people to walk from one to the other. No, they don't need to walk over the desert. They walk down the tube. Look. Maybe if I show it from this angle. That passageway connects these two domes. So you can get from this dome to this dome without going outside. Let's pick on a guy. Residence apartments, residence apartments. We've got 6 homeless people in this dome somewhere. There you go. Woof the dog. Homeless, there you go. Works in the mega mall and is homeless. That's interesting. Because this person works in that mega mall and obviously walks from there to there. I don't get it. So if we now build storage for, hang on, what does it need? A water extractor requires machine parts and concrete. Maintenance of machine parts. So if we just build a generic platform and then say
sector scanned.
and then we should probably have these metals as well. Presumably the shuttles will bring that over. There's no points, Hypam. These pipes won't fail because of the research. The only thing that can happen to these pipes is they get hit by a meteor. Which, if that happens, fair play. A valve though would be good though. Just gonna isolate that if we need to. Look at that. Shuttle delivery, Amazon drones. Where does this guy get his power from? That's what I want to know. What flavour? Oh, what are they now? I think the Pringles barbecue. $30 to place orders, 8 months for Prime delivery. Yeah, that sounds about right. The day when Amazon can do Prime delivery to Mars is the day that we have made it as a species.
Research complete.
Fueled extractors, get in. This is what we're after. We should not just consume hydrocarbon fuel, but use it to develop nuclear energy, hydropower, and renewable energy sources, says Vladimir Putin. Thanks, bro. Machine parts and food, but low on. Yeah, I think we've got a food problem. We've got 2 souls left. Eight souls for ostrich. That produces 150. 150 is enough for about 6 days. Yeah, if one produces cow, one produces ostrich, that should just about break even. If we turn that back on, maybe we can just about finish that off. Hey, Trucker J, we've not blown up Mars yet now. See, this has been turned off and nothing bad has happened. So I declare that unnecessary. Hang on a sec. I need to do some admin. That's because I built the Mega Mall. I think that's what it is, because I built the Mega Mall and then thought, well, I'll turn the space thingy off and see if we can see if they'll use the mall to get all the stuff. Sorry, one sec, guys. I need to do something. Sorry about that.
There are Earthsick colonists.
Oh boy, one sick colonist. What's wrong with him now? Worked outside the dome. He's probably been outside for food again. Yeah, I think we'll just get rid of this.
We gather here today to bid a final farewell to one of our finest.
Uh-oh, somebody's died. Rena Richardson has died. Cause old age. Each time a colonist dies from a non-natural death, 2 applicants leave the pool. Well, this was natural. This is our first ever death on Mars. If a homesick person is missing home and a seasick person is sick of the sea, where's the logic? I don't know. Thank you, fellow colonists. Not enough workers. Oh boy. This person's homeless. Right, if we make them move over there and live in an apartment, maybe they won't be so bad because they're next to an infirmary as well. I think this is going to be okay, but I'm not 100%. Water production 17, demand 11. Perfect. Nice. I'd like to extract that, but to do that, I'd need to build a dome up here, which we can do. But I don't think we've got enough people. Am I growing any crops, Taipan? No. In theory, we could build a medium dome here. Maybe like... something like that. Then we'd have access to... or we build it like that. In lieu of the fact that at some point we can access that deep metal. What? I thought I dealt with it. You should have enough there. There's nothing else. All you need is that reference number and you can do it. Crop would feed more Taipan. If we put a dome all the way out here, we can shuttle people, but we just don't have the people. Also, I don't have the drone connection. I need another drone hub here. Otherwise, there'd be a break in that. Yeah, the problem is we don't have enough people. And I don't think there's that many applying. 14 matching applicants. $21 if we get security specialists in, which we don't want to hire. Yeah, it needs the actual email that I've been sent. I haven't been sent an email. Told you. Looks like the rocket's moving backwards. They often fly this way because that's how they deorbit. There are 21 passengers on board, but there's only space for 7 new colonists. Okay, abort. We need another dome. Yeah, I have a couple of filters because I don't want... Where is it now? Some of these flaws, like chronic conditions, are just terrible. Cowards, double sanity loss and disasters, idiots. Nobody wants an idiot. If you have idiots working at your colony, bad things happen. Because stuff just keeps breaking because they're idiots. Some of the quirks, like I don't want any tourists. Tourists are people that will come here and go straight back again for 10 million. Like, thanks, but no thanks. PT Tech, thank you for gifting 5 subs, sir. Much appreciated. Guys, if you just got gifted a sub, please remember to thank PC Tech. Thank you so much.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Yeah, why doesn't Earth have such filters, right?
Welcome back, Nutter.
The funny thing about idiots is whenever they talk about idiots, they're never referring to themselves.
Welcome to the Nut House.
If you put plants on Mars, will they produce oxygen? Yes.
Welcome to the Nut House.
That's what I'm going to do, Vario. I'm going to bring this down here, reroute these pipes, and try and get the dome in the middle of that lot. Because I'd like to capture that, even though we can't use it yet. When it becomes available, I'd like to be able to get that.
Happy anniversary.
The trouble is, do I wait for this to complete or not? Probably not. Let's get these done first. Kaisho, thank you for 28 months. What's the troll filter? If I sub to a Twitch channel, how do I pay? How does the payment work? Justin, on your Twitch account, you add your PayPal or your credit card. And then when you sub to a channel, it'll bill you every month until you cancel it. You can sub for like 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. It's up to you. Should do it. Why haven't they made a year sub? I don't know. That is a weird one. I don't get it. I mean, why not just allow people to go, here's $60, I want a 12-month sub. Don't renew it. Just buy me 12-month subscription. And then at the end, tell me that it's about to end and I'll decide if I want to do it again. That makes a lot of sense to me. I should do it. Split life grids 2. What are you talking about? Why is this not connected? Something's not connected somehow. Why is that split? Split life support grids 4. What? In many cases, you get a discount. If it's normally 5 for you buy 12. Yeah, like getting a month free. Like buy 12, get 1 month free would be good.
Welcome back.
Guys, I'm seriously not seeing the problem here. Why is this a split grid? I've suddenly gone from having 1 power grid to having 4. And I have no idea how. Well, maybe USMC. I think I broke the game. It says I've got 5 life support grids, but I've not. There's only 1 though. Unless it means... Ah, this is what it means, look. Okay, that's just bizarre. It's showing me things that don't exist now. Did you hear the sonic boom yesterday from the typhoon? Nope. Oh yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. How many polymer? 20, 50 metal, that's fine. The only problem with this is I don't have a drone hub to get it here. I don't think we've got 5 grids. I think it's lying now. Two colonists are Earthsick. Yay! Wow, this one's really... look at this. -10, service building was full. Every time they go for a drink or something to eat, it's full. They hate the place. This is in the Mega Mall. Let's see if the Mega Mall can save them. The Mega Mall's got slots. They should be in luck. Should get a bonus from that. Visited a Mega Mall in a different dome, +10. Okay. We'll see. How's the food? 20 food. Yay! Uh-oh. We have a big problem. I thought it would be okay, but I think I've miscalculated.
Sector scanned.
Because not enough people are working here now. So this has slowed down. That's going to be at least a day, and this we don't have enough food to last a day. And we've got 45 in the service buildings, so that should be enough, right? Like, basically, all the shops have got 45 stored up. We've got food spread around. I think we'll be okay. Do you know what? This automation on this thing is the best. It just drives off and does its own thing now. Another shuttle. Yeah, tightly pull your belts. We're going to issue food ration vouchers. Should I focus on bringing colonists from Earth? I guess it's time to train the Martian newborn babies. Well, here's the thing, right? We've got a nursery
Happy anniversary.
for the kids to stay.
Nutter.
We've got a Martian university where people can learn to be skilled. And I think we've got a school somewhere, but I can't remember where it is. I'm not sure. There it is. There's the school. Although there's nobody there. There's nobody working at the school, apparently. Black Falcon, good to have you back. Hope you had a great break. I did, thank you.
Research complete.
Has that unlocked anything else in physics? Sectors can now be scanned again for deep deposits. Exploiting these deposits requires additional technologies. So we're getting there. I've not had a single trade yet. Not one. I see your colonist number is also increasing. It was 120 a while ago. Yeah, it's slowly going up.
Funding received.
Pods nearly here. Because that rival colony is struggling to survive, they haven't got anything to trade. Oh, right. So is it random then? Like, sometimes they do really well. Where's the payload? So it didn't drop anything because... Okay, works in a weird way. Fine. No, we didn't get scammed. It's really weird because I took 2 drone hubs. Because they're not something that sit on the surface, they're kind of in your inventory. You just put them straight in the inventory. It's a bit weird, but I kind of get it. So I want to make sure we've got overlap with this. So maybe about here-ish would do. Maybe there. Not sure if it's good random, but usually have 4 rival colonies and get at least 2 of them have regularly supplied. Yeah, I chose 1 this time because I wasn't really sure like what what the game would do if it was going to be, because it said rival colony. I assume we're going to be competing for things on the planet, but it turns out you're actually only competing for these, really, which is still pretty cool, because they're struggling. They're basically not able to do anything about this. It did kind of give me an opportunity earlier to grow another rival colony, but it would have cost me 10 of my citizens, which I was like, I can't afford that. We're down to 6 food. How was that too far from a drone working commander? It's so not. Rival colors might make the game more fun. Yeah, once you know what you're doing, I think they're probably a decent idea. To make the power a bit more redundant. Trying to play in survival modes, couldn't get into it. It's not an easy game to get into. Have you checked out Garden Flipper? Nope. I spent out a while though. The goats are slaughtered just in time. I hadn't spotted that. Hang on. I've got a whole bunch of cows getting ready. Eight souls until the next one. I should provide 300, which is enough for about 11 or 12 souls almost, which is fine. That should be fine now. We should start to build up a surplus, but that ran pretty low. It's almost ready to go. We just don't have enough people. This is crazy. You know what I could do? I could destroy these connecting tunnels. And then we can build like apartments in these units here. Because we now have shuttles, so in theory the shuttles can move people around. It's an option. I do think that these numbers here are a bit weird, right? So if they go to a building like a shop and it's full, they get -10 on every single day they do it. Like they went out for a drink. Oh, I can't get in. Hate this place. Went out for some food. Can't get in. Hate this place. And then they went to the grocer and got +30, which is just nuts. These shuttles are getting well used. I can see them being pretty valuable for long-range movements of stuff. People want you shuttles to go to work or access service buildings, though. Right. Okay. That's worth knowing. I just realized we're going to need more polymers.
Resources are low.
Low? They're on 75? How much do we bring? So actually making these so there's less of a problem. Sure we've got enough for them though. These are so expensive. At some points on like, I think it was about day 10, the price of polymers doubled from 70 to 140, which is just insane. Oh yeah, there's no vegans on my planet, Lieutenant Scroats. It's ostrich or beef with no lettuce. What a place to live. Luckily, you don't have to have a varied diet on this game. $600 million for an electronics factory. I think it's worth it. It's the same price as one shipment back to Earth. thing is, if you buy $750 million worth of stuff, then the flight back pays for it, because when you send the rocket back fully loaded, that's exactly how much money it brings. I have no idea what ostrich tastes like. Probably like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. Well, it's going to taste probably a lot like turkey, maybe like a stiff turkey, I don't know. They get a larger bonus to comfort from food service buildings the greater the variety of food. Gotcha. I kind of like to use these less and less, really.
Research complete.
Subsurface heating, which we don't need. VR workshop. A vocation building that allows colonists to experiment with virtual reality. Can you imagine that? On Mars, you'd have a VR workshop and you'd be able to go in and be back on Earth. I wish I was on Earth. Earth looks so good. I can swim. Especially for people born on Mars. I guarantee you they'll want to go to Earth. Micro manufacturing allows building of the electronics factory. We don't need that yet. We're going to prefab it. We'll learn the battery, I think. I want to go down the physics tree. Grow potatoes, people need chips. True story.
Welcome back, Nutter.
How much of this are we making? 9. Vacant residential slots 8. Blimey.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Ninja Noodle, thank you for half a year. Get most of the people to the media beyond scrap the wedgie if you wanted. The problem is, any wedgie I scrap down here, it then will disconnect. Like if I want to just keep that one, for whatever reason, whichever one I scrap, it's going to disconnect these. Because that's like the furthest you can hop. There's a mod for longer passages. Why am I not surprised? $61 food. Food crisis should be over very shortly. I've heard that you can build a bridge over it, yeah. Because, like, annoyingly, you can't run power cables under this thing, which is just so dumb to me. I didn't realize it were actually an escalator as well. Well, not an escalator, a walk, like a flat walkway. That's some Martian technology making it go around a bend. I've all got different names for it. Travelator, moving sidewalk. I forget what they didn't say any of those terms in the airport. Sorry, in Universal Studios. What did they call it? Ready to rock and roll. tunnels actually carry both power and water support, so no need to run a separate cable next to them. Where does it tell you this? That's interesting. You should have Wallix. BCS, 70 months. That's a long time. Thank you so much, BCS. I hope you and Cindy are well. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for 70 months. It's in the description. Connects nearby drones sharing power and life support. Interesting.
Sector scanned. Select a sector to scan.
These shuttles are cool. Imagine having these in real life. It's so cool. Right, probably time to save it, I think. Because I need to switch over and get the wheel out and that kind of thing. Right. We've got Sunday night trucking coming in like just over 10 minutes. And I need to get my wheel out and that kind of thing, so we'll be flicking over to an intermission screen for a bit. And then we're doing some trucking. Oh yeah. Do you sleep on your back, stomach, or sideways? What's your favourite pillow? That is such a random question. I never, ever, ever sleep on my stomach. Ever. Sideways is mostly how I sleep. Retired since you was 52, Killmouse. That's amazing. Right, we're going to an intermission screen. Now's a good time to go and get a cup of tea or a snack or whatever, and we're back at 5 doing some trucking. So I shall see you all in like 10 minutes.